8 people gave responses regarding marriage, and an equal number gave responses regarding divorce. We had 7 who just felt there were too many things to talk about, 6 people who didn't feel there was anything to talk about, 4 of our classmates reported strange experience involving cancer, and 2, fascinatingly report, the strangest experience was the reaction they got when they said they went to Harvard.
You can't stop talking about it.
There were 2 categories I want to pull out separately. One is the strangest foods that we've eaten. So this is the top 3. So number 3 is cobra meat and blood. Number 2, fruit bat pie.
Oh my gosh.
And the strangest food that anybody has eaten, sauteed sea worms. And if you're the classmate who responded, this is not you, I found this, Googled this picture, I Googled it. I hope that's a sea worm, I'm not sure. Okay, we also had a number of people who reported strange encounters with celebrities. So I picked out 4 of these. Number 4, writing jokes for Flavor Flav, the rapper. I had to nod and smile while I was jackass. Actually, the story was a little bit longer than that. But that does give you the flavor. Number 3, being confused for Jack Nicholson by the actor who played against him in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. So, I don't know whether we're going to be able to figure out which classmate this is, whether you really look like Jack Nicholson or whether the guy who played Charlie Cheswick is completely lost in it. Number 2, I like this one too. Singing karaoke versions of Diana Ross songs with Diana Ross at her son's 9th birthday party. And then the single most, I don't know whether I call it interesting, strange, or what, but it's really perfect, is somebody got into a drunken shouting match with Santa. So, all of those I just chose myself. But now for the top 10 strangest experiences of our classmates. This was by vote of the reunion committee. So, number 10 from our home office in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Number 10, my strangest experience in the last 25 years was getting kidnapped. And by the way, if any of you who tell these stories, I would love to hear the rest of the story. And when I get to the bottom, you'll want to hear it too. How about number 9? Receiving a prank phone call from a multiple murderer in the witness protection program. I don't know how many of you get this joke, but it reminds me of the, do you have Prince Albert in the can?
Yeah.
Number 8, and I must say my daughter's got a huge kick out of this one. Attending a convention. My classmate didn't say whether he or she, I should say, was one of them. Number 7, crashing the wake of a prominent Yakuza gangster. And then I love this parenthetical comment. Hey, it was my birthday. So we should be looking for somebody who's missing their pinky. Number 6, and this could have been in the greatest accomplishments, completing a personal quest to bowl in every remaining Duckland bowling establishment in the country in 1 year.
Oh my God.
And when you realize there are probably only about a dozen of these things left, it's not so great. Okay. Number 5. Sex change of formerly male roommate-in-law seeing ex-girlfriend in I don't know what form of relationship. I don't really know what the story is all about, but I know it's pretty peculiar. Number 4, being accused by the PLO of spying on them in Tunisia. All right, now the top 3 really are good ones. Number 3, being falsely inned as straight on ESPN. What's with that? And every part of it is weird. Number two, this was my personal favorite, but it wasn't the leading vote getter of the committee, so here's my personal favorite. Getting invited to the White House and meeting the president, not because it was a great accomplishment, but because I left my briefcase unattended at the top of the bed. Now I hope I don't offend anybody by saying I'm pretty sure this was the Bush administration. All right, here it is, the one you've all been waiting for, the strangest experience that any classmate has had in the last 25 years. Having a crazy person break into my apartment while I was away for a couple of days, only have him complain to me after I saw him in my bed and then ran out screaming that I didn't have good coffee. Now, maybe this is the reason why we consider Starbucks so important to our lives. Okay. So the last slide, I am a research psychologist. I'm very interested in questions of happiness, and I'll give myself a little plug. I'm going to be running a session at 2:30 on the connection between money and happiness, which is a very interesting topic. So what I did was I went and looked at what were the best predictors of how happy people were with their lives as a whole. So these are the relative influence of life components